awesome guy. He's been in the automobile industry for how long?
5 years.
5 years. So have you always been, right now you work with Acura, correct?
Yep.
All right. So have you always been with Acura?
Yeah, always been
all right.
with
So
Acura.
basically in the luxury brand.
Yep.
And so what we're talking about is the economy, and we got a presidential election coming up. You can say whatever you want about our standing president, but right now I think we all agree that the economy is good.
Economy is good.
Economy. People buying cars.
People are buying cars.
Why are people buying cars right now?
The economy is good, so they're getting pay raises. Interest rates are phenomenal right now. Cars are offering stuff that they never did before.
Okay, so interest rates right now. So this is what I know. I talk about what I know. Interest rate almost as low as it's ever been.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that there's a prime interest rate where the Fed sets, but then there's an interest rate for the banks. But long story short, it's low.
It's low.
Right. What would tradition? All right, you've been in for 5 years.
Yep.
What would be the average interest rate that you say that was happening for the past 5 years?
For the past 5 years on new cars, we're seeing 3.99, 4.24. Until now, let's say Acura brought out 0.9% APR, which is phenomenal.
Would that usually normally just be as a special or a promo back in the day?
Yeah, that would have been just a special. That wouldn't have been a regular promotion.
Okay, so now 0.9. So now people are coming to buy cars because it's cheaper to buy a car.
Cheaper to buy a car.
And people are getting hired. People are getting paid more.
Yep.
So now it's time.
Booming.
The economy's booming. 3, 2. All right, so everything's going. You've been feeling all right. Neck and low back has been okay. All right.
Yeah.
One of the things that's really important is the stretching. And even and good thing is right now you're feeling better. Still have some residuals issues, but we're going in the right direction. One thing that's really important is staying flexible. As we get older, mid-30s, as we move into our 40s, I don't care if you transition from your 20s to your 30s, you transition again from your 30s to your 40s, is staying flexible. That's the one thing that we can actively control that really makes an impact, because I have a lot of patients who, in general, their low back pain may have been started with trauma, and that's what set it off, but now their muscles are more vulnerable to being tight, and as a result of being tight, it pulls in their joints. It's almost like in your car having a tight AC belt, right? And so if the belt is too tight, it starts wearing down the motor. Right, and so that's the thing with us. In this particular case, the joints will be the motor, and our muscles will be the belt. 3, 2, 1. Relax. 3, 2, 1. So let's have a question. So if somebody was interested in buying a car, an Acura, obviously.
All right.
How would they get in contact with you?
Usually by my cell or by my website.
Okay, which Acura dealership do you work at?
I'm at Acura Pembroke Pines.
Acura Pembroke Pines.
Usually there 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday.
9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yep. I'm there all day.
This man's committed, okay? All right, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, Acura Pembroke Pines. Ask for Ryan. I'm stretching Ryan right now, and we're stretching hamstrings at this point. And stretching hamstrings are really important because they attach to your lower pelvis. So if you have tight hamstrings, especially for somebody like Ryan who works long hours, which means he has to stand up, and you can't. And if you don't work, you're not getting paid. But if you're standing up long periods of the day, and even sitting down, if these muscles get tight, they're pulling on your low back because it's pulling your pelvis down, and that's causing more pressure across your disc. So staying flexible is key, especially after forms of trauma. Banks got money right now to lend out to people.
As long as you got money down, they're doing it, man.
Let your hair relax. Let your hair relax. Thank you very much. Good. One more time. Let your hair relax. Good. And just relax. Don't move. After we do a neck adjustment, what we like to do is make sure that the patient stays still for a while, because it's not just about moving the bones, it's about the neurological system being reset. So a lot of times, we have a term we call it gelate. So after we adjust, we let the body gelate so the body can just readjust to this neurological thing. It's not just about the crack and the pop. It's about what it's doing to your whole neurological system, because from your brain, there's a spinal cord that goes all the way down, and nerves are released through that. Once we open that up, it's almost like turning on the water fountain. Nerve energy pushes out. So let your body get adjusted to that. Do me a favor, sir. Can you lay on your side facing that way, please? Right there, good. Right there, perfect. Relax that arm. that. Relax that arm. Keep it relaxed. Thank you very much. Keep it relaxed. Keep it relaxed. Good. Other side. Relax. Relax. Gotcha. Let go. Nice. Nice. Come on up. All right. Keep it relaxed. Keep it relaxed. Keep it relaxed. That's it. Let's start. Come on up.
Right now, they're being very generous. Low credit, bad
Like
credit.
what's low credit?
Low credit, 400s.
400. But they have to have a down payment. Higher down payment with lower credit.
High down payment, lower credit. The banks are lenient to help you.
What kind of down payment should somebody? If you got a low credit, if you're in the 400s, you saying you can qualify for somebody. But what kind of down payment are they looking at?
If you're in the 400s and you can come up with $1,500, $2,000 down, I get you in a car.
Bam, that's it. Ryan, Acura Pembroke Pines, thank you very much for letting allow everybody to see you. If you have tight muscles, if you have low back pain, stretching always helps. And if you need a car right now, the economy is situated that it's a prime time to buy. Like Ryan just told us, even with low credit scores, and I'm not a car salesman, but I know that the economy is good, and I know that if you're going to get something, it's better to pay a lower interest rate than a higher interest rate. So give Ryan over at Pembroke Pines Acura a shout.